Loot get 2 cultists, 1 person. Yeah, 2 cultists, 1 sapwood.
Alright, and then this here. Oh, yes, and just to show you guys clearly what it looks like. There we go. Say, beautiful, isn't it?
Oh my. He's got the crazy eyes.
I worked hard.
Crazy.
Also,
I
we
worked
need
hard
Amber
to
on the
find this
field.
image, I'll let you know.
OC, we need Amber on the field.
Oh, right, yes, Amber. Doop, 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 doop. And here. Oh, it's over here. There we go. Here's Amber.
Who, by the way, took the cloak and he said nothing about it.
It's probably a cloak of resistance.
Well, you need to
If it's a cloak
dedicate
of resistance,
time.
I'm going to scream.
You need time to basically identify magic items. AKA, you guys will need to
Or
take a
the
short rest.
identify spell.
There we go.
I can make an Arcana check.
That used to be
Right.
No's job. Now Baiguang is sad.
But unless you guys dedicate time during this session, I'll tell you what it does after.
I dedicate time because I have nothing. I don't want to talk right now.
Very well then. All right, then when we pop up,
Detect magic doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
well, you can also. I'm not sure when I'll steal that from, I think, 13th Age. Where you can spend a short rest identifying an item. Like you sit there and look at it, you examine it, and eventually at the end of it, you're like, okay, I figured out what this thing does.
Oh,
I
I
think
was
that actually
healed.
is a thing.
That actually is, I think it was short or long rest that does that.
I think it's a short rest to identify, and then if it
Long
requires
rest.
attunement, another short rest.
Whatever.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's all go back to Vesper's house. He can identify it. Come on, let's all teleport.
So, anyway,
One
We bring
second.
the spider with us. Vesper can babysit it.
how is he reacting to this?
1 second. I just got a quick text. Let me.
Jesus.
Okay.
Turn off
Um,
the phone when we're playing. Oh,
First off, we'll don't worry about it. I was gonna say like how Dandy or Amber handing Dandy the cloak and all that, but we're not gonna worry about that.
Yeah.
As you guys get up there, yes, Espen. Totally didn't forget to give him a name in my notes. Nope, totally didn't. Looks around, just sort of confused. He's like, "Oh, where are we?"
I'm afraid this is House Sapwood.
No. House Sapwood has buildings and people and
Well,
great big walls and.
It didn't after they were burned.
That's about right, yes.
Was there a fire?
There was a.
a mob.
I'd describe it as a riot.
Were we attacked by bandits? Has it all Raymond burned down?
No,
No.
Rain attacked Sapwood.
He furrows his brows a moment and thought. So, the commoners? Was it a commoner revolt?
I don't believe it was just the commoners.
What are you saying? I don't understand. Speak clearly.
You said you are the youngest Sapwood, but you're probably also the oldest.
What? I'm sorry. I don't get it. What are you talking about?
I believe that all the Sapwoods were killed.
and the house burnt to the ground.
Yes.
I can respond to that in a minute. So everyone's dead.
As far as I know.
So you're telling me that the other noble house attacked Sapwood and burned it to the ground and killed everyone?
She nods somberly.
Why didn't you just say that from the get-go? It's a lot less confusing.
Are you not upset?
I don't know how to feel, really. I mean, I haven't seen any of my family in... How long ago did you say it was?
12.
12 years. Although I guess that explains all that noise I heard one night. And why I haven't been fed in a while.
I forget, how long was Sapwood supposedly burned down?
12 years ago? Or no?
Not that long ago, no.
No, that was when House Ball came.
Sapwood was burned down... Shoot, I forgot on my own.
At least you have your notes now.
It's true.
Check your notes.
Check the archives on our YouTube channel.
Like, comment, subscribe.
7 years ago.
Oh, that's before I was born.
Wait,
Sapwood was destroyed 7 years ago.
how would you have survived for that long without food?
He shrugs. Well, I don't eat very quickly. You know, they don't feed me all that often, so I have to space it out for as long as I can.
Well,
And I don't move much. I just sort of like wiggle my way over and eat.
Like a llama.
Racist.
But
One gives a look and says nothing.
But why? I don't understand though. I don't like we all got along so well.
you remember those experiments?
Daddy did always say that he said that the others didn't. Daddy always told me never to let anybody else know. I don't know why, but
That's why.
I mean, I don't see what the problem was.
The fact that you don't see what the problem is.
But yeah, isn't that what commoners are for?
Hey, we'll have to find out what the problem was.
It appears that she's not home right now.
What did you
She
say?
didn't even get to knock on the freaking door. If she's not home right now, she's gonna try and break in.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second. Well, that's what Daddy always says. That's what commoners are for. They're for the experiments. That's why we have them.
Absolutely not.
Well, they're just common filth. What's the problem?
Problem is that they're ungulates. More deserving than your family, apparently.
He cocks his head a little in confusion. But we're nobility.
Have you wondered why there was a riot?
One more time. Sorry,
She said, did you wonder why there was a riot?
there was a riot.
Oh, good. He's not listening at all. Let's just
I'm
get in
not
here,
s-
get this over with.
I'm not sorry to inform you that you are no longer nobility.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Wait, did the other nobles find out?
Baiguang holds out a hoof to indicate the burned fields and ruins that surround them.
I'm gonna guess that's a yes.
Indeed.
Oh,
Welcome to the wealthy Commonwealth.
huh. I guess that's why Dad. I guess that's why Father always said we should never tell anyone. So, are you going to burn me as well? No, he says it more with a tone of curiosity than fear. Like he's just sort of like inquiring, almost casually.
This still depends on
Should we?
your actions.
I don't know.
Are you going to continue?
I don't think I can. I mean, I was never taught how to do it.
If you were never taught,
Shakes his
then
head.
I will never notify the authorities. However, if you were ever a part of this action, then I might be inclined to kill you.
Well, of course I was involved. It's a family thing.
I mean, directly.
Well, yeah. When I was little, Daddy would send me out to act like I was scared and alone, and then I'd lead whoever would help me back here. And then,
This is when you were little. Young lady don't know what they're doing. Trust me, I know.
If you ever harm another ungulate again, then I will end you myself.
I was just echoing what I told you.
but I don't understand the problem. Why are you all so angry?
I'm angry because you act so casual about the lives of others.
They're just commoners.
And so are you now.
They're not really worth anything. I don't.
And so are you. Now.
They're worth more than you or your family were.
Even when you were nobles.
He said you're wrong. You're all wrong.
Can I please break in before he runs away?
Why
He
do you
can't
think
run away. He's atrophied.
Yeah, his legs are vestigial at this point, basically.
I
Yeah,
give a
He has to
message.
be held up by a person.
right.
with his hand.
Yeah,
give-
Corvine,
I give a message to Corvine. Should I sleep now?
That will hurt them too. Trust me, I
I
was going to do it earlier.
I message her.
What was the question?
Put her to sleep now.
well, him, but
No,
Aww.
it's not worth it.
I asked, can I do it anyway?
So, you really don't see why what you did was a issue?
shakes his head.
Irvine, if one is raised in a corrupt environment, they will see that environment as the right way to go, and they will never be able to turn back at a too late time.
But if he's like this, then he needs to turn back, or we can't
There is
let
no
him go.
back. There's only forward.
I didn't expect we were letting him go either way. I would presume somebody should be notified that we found him.
Or
Preferably
what?
that
Put it on a freaking execution.
I agree with Sai.
he was only a child at the time, but whatever you think.
In this state, there's no way they wouldn't execute him.
And it's worth mentioning that when the nobles destroyed House Sapwood, they made it clear that they are making an example of this for those of you who were around 7 years ago.
Yes. Hi.
No.
I wasn't alive.
Them sheep lifespan spans.
Probably
Actually, 7 years ago.
I figure
Oh
what
yeah,
their
I probably would
lifespans
have that
are like.
information by now.
I figure what deer lifespans are like.
If
They're
reindeer, I'm assuming 20s to be the average lifespan of most ungulates. That seems to be what it's like IRL, give or take. Reindeer, if they're actually raised on a diet of magical oats and they live in the city, typically reach about a century.
Yeah, but the childhood is still really fast, right?
I believe so. I believe they mature around, I want to say 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I want to say it's about that range.
Okay.
I didn't really go with that with my backstory, but
I mean, with this, they might age slower. I don't remember the exact details off the top of my head, but you get the point.
Okay. So yeah, then Corvine is probably only like 7 to 10 years old.
It's so weird using these numbers, but
I
when you
was-
live in a world where most creatures die around 20, it's the same. It would be no real difference. You know what I mean? That would just be, because we're used to humans living till 70, 80, 90. To us, that seems normal.
Michael and Sai are probably the only ones that saw it in the news.
I'm sure I heard about it, but I'm just a trader here on my ship back then.
You definitely would have
when
heard,
did it?
especially since you were out, or Rain was one of, I'm assuming Rain's one of your stops. You definitely would have heard about that. In fact, they probably closed the port for a couple of days as a result of the fallout.
So I definitely heard about it. Just a matter of how much I know.
Yeah, you're a sailor. You probably heard plenty of things. Whether or not they're true or not, it's another story.
Exactly.
So
I probably don't know everything though because of how far in I was with my backstory.
What
There-
you would know, Sae, is that they completely wiped out House Sapwood, and afterwards they said they basically released a short statement saying no one is above the no one is above the no one's above being punished for atrocities, and that's all they said.
And you know what? So I was going to quote that exact line to him.
To Espen,
Yeah.
gotcha. Hey, looks are a bit confused, but nobility are the law.
No,
Not according to the government. And if I recall, the government is in a belly.
Then rain's really gone downhill. You said you were breaking into that hut?
Yes, did I have thieves' tools to help me out?
All right, go ahead and roll a dexterity with proficiency.
This is the wrong page. Either way, I know what my dex is. So
Now that I better understand how tools work after that really embarrassing thing.
So, how long have you been eating meat, by the way?
Meat? What's meat?
Ungulates.
Oh, you mean the corpses?
She nods.
Oh, they first got me used to the taste before they threw me in. I don't remember how long before. I think I remember eating 2 of them before they put me in there. And I've just been eating them on and off ever since. They don't taste very good when they get really old, but I can't be picky.
I was more of wondering how you could be doing that.
Well, I walk up and I bite down on the skin and
That's not what I mean.
Oh. He shrugs. I'm not sure what you mean. I get hungry, and if there's food, I eat it. Well, sometimes when I get hungry. Sometimes when I get hungry.
Sometimes when you get hungry, what?
I ignore it. You know, I don't get food a lot often, so I've learned I have to space it out as long as I can.
So, do you remember oats?
He scratches his head a bit. Well, he would if he could, anyways. They were shiny, right? The shiny things?
Ah. Yes.
As a quick side note, does anybody else want to get anything in edgewise or wordwise or anything particular they want to?
I am looking at this cloak.
I am busy working a lock.
Right. And
Also, I
clarify,
thought that person wasn't there.
And to clarify, it's a cloak. Sorry if that was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, cloak.
No, you said cloak. I just said something different.
Oh, okay
It's
then.
a cloac.
Sorry, I thought you said club. That's why.
I am investigating this fabric.
Marvelous. All right, you break in just fine.
Dumb fabric.
I almost bought that T-shirt.
Anyways, what did you just say, Corbin?
Nothing.
Very good. No, I meant right before I interrupt the conversation.
Oh, okay. I was asking him about oats.
That's right. It was like that shiny stuff, right?
I just said yes.
It's been so long. I guess. I think. Why do you ask?
I'd like to ask you to return to eating it.
I haven't eaten in so long. Do you have some? Can I try it?
Does Corvine have oats?
No,
Imagine
because
it
that's not a
smells
racial
like
trait of
those
yours. But I would.
So I imagine that means
But
Espen has none of his reindeer magic if he hasn't been eating the oats.
oh right, if my oats right. It's not dinner time yet.
So yes, do you have some?
Not with me.
No.
Sorry,
Okay,
isn't paying
you-
attention to this, by the way.
Are they easier to eat than the corpses?
For you, they should be.
Well, okay, I guess. I still don't see why you're so upset, but
Try
Man, I
to
just thought of a good line.
think on that.
But I couldn't remember.
When you
Okay.
find out why I'm upset, you'll be ready to not do that.
again, he regards you somewhat confused, but says nothing. But doesn't say much. So, Saya, what are you doing over in that hut?
I was typing it out, but what she was going to do, she's going to. It's two things. She's both looking for information that was concealed from the party earlier when they were basically forced out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And for the second part, for the second point, she's going to basically show what's his name, the current House Sapwood, and of course, to her surprise, the one residing resident is not there, etc.
How do you mean?
And
I'm not-
maybe get info out of him.
Are you going to question Espen?
Yes, but not aggressively.
Okay. So you're looking for. So you're in the hut because any information that might have been withheld from you guys, and then when you're done with that, you're going to question Espen. Then.
Yeah, but I'm going to question him at the hut.
At the hut.
Yes.
Okay. Any particular reason you're using the hut to do so?
Because that is House Sapwood.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get where you're coming from. I was a little confused. I was like, show him House Sapwood. What? Okay, I get what you're saying. Sort of like try and force perspective change on him or something like that.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Give me an investigation check.
You really want to do this kind of? Is that still an advantage? Yes, it is. Let's take that off.
All right. As you rummage through the hut, you come across what appears to be a series of. You come across what looks to be a lot of garbage, junk, maybe a couple of things that you could call personal possessions, maybe. It appears that she's fond of gathering what appears to be random trinkets and junk and just stuffing it here and there. You don't find anything particularly interesting outside what appears to be a small book that is hidden underneath of, you're guessing is a pile of refuse that she sleeps on. And it's a fairly straightforward book. It doesn't really even have a cover. But upon opening it up, you see there's a series of messages. One message appears to be written in a very sloppy, ugly handwriting. Then right beneath it appears to be a response, a much neater handwriting. It appears this conversation continues through about half the book.
So writing between maybe two different people.
That's definitely what it looks like. The
And-
writing.
That
Can I
dandelion
tell?
is back maker.
Can I tell the language it's in?
Yeah, it's all in glassy.
Okay. And is there anything in particular it's talking about?
It opens up. Essentially, it appears that she's talking. She's well. In the first entry, she name drops gear, and she says, "It's blah, 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 blah." It essentially boils out to gear. Are you sure you need me out here? If you need to. Response: yeah, we need someone to keep an eye just to make sure no one hooks about and stumbles onto something we don't want them to find. Okay, if you're sure. And then from there, there's a series of almost daily reports that turn into weekly, monthly, and eventually just kind of stops until you come across the most recent entry where it appears the years here have sort of mind a bit. She's not the most coherent writer, but you piece together there's a bunch of hooligans here. They're probably dangerous. What do? Response: I sent them. Don't worry about it. You do notice that apparently that is a favorite spot of young scared.
Well, one more time.
You do find though by glancing through this book that House Sapwood is apparently a favorite spot of young unglets who feel particularly daring or brave.
I can imagine so.
But beyond that, apparently not much happens here.
Hmm. I'm gonna take the book, and I'm changing plans. Not gonna. I'm going to still bring him over here. She's gonna come back out with the book, and she's going to message to everyone individually. Well, actually, no. She's just gonna shout for that. Bring him over here.
Okay.
And you do so?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and...
Corvine's being
there you go.
sneaky.
He's yours, Corvine. Have fun. Oh!
Oh no.
Stop that. Why didn't I put these on the map layer?
We have
Oh,
another tectonic shift. Oh
my,
no!
world is falling apart.
Oh no!
It's okay,
this is
I
the
didn't
secret
notice.
They didn't want us to find.
Thank
We
you,
patched it up.
Good
Perfect.
show.
I say, good show.
No, you had it patched up.
Bad show. All right. This one will fix it. There we go. Let's fix it. Why did I put this on the freaking? There's a reason I didn't put these on the map layer. I don't remember what it was. And I feel like an idiot now.
Fine. You know, your go kart.
Right.
No. It's Michael
So,
Kurt.
all right. So you bring them over to the hut. Then what?
Tell me, toss
Um,
them in.
No, she's going to basically gesture to it with a hoof. Welcome home.
That's not my home. That's just some hut.
Yes, it is. We arrived here. We were told this is the remains of House Sapwood. If you really are part of House Sapwood, this is your home.
I think I prefer the cell.
It's not that bad.
It's filthy.
It's homely.
Homely is a good word for it, all right. But
I mean, you are a commoner now. Might as well live the
I'm not a
life.
commoner. I'm a sapwood.
Say also hand the book over to Corvine, who that's the only other person here that she knows for sure can read the book. Take a good look. Good night. find it a bit disturbing.
Okay, but hold on. You may be a sapwood, but the sapwood name doesn't mean anything but trouble now.
Well, what do you want from me? I mean, I don't understand. You barge in, you take me out, you show me the ruins of my house. I don't understand what you want.
Wait. So if I read the book right now.
Read the book right now.
Yes, read it.
Fine. She puts him next to the wall. I'll walks over and read the book.
Oh, you see what was described just previously.
And the important parts was the fact that she was sent there by Ba, I'm assuming.
That does seem to be what it says. Or that does seem to be what can a reasonable conclusion. There we go.
And we didn't know that originally, right?
No, this is new information.
Okay. Because I kind of suspected that. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. And why were we sent here again?
Yes, that is suspicious.
Okay, and so she's actually going to message what was in the book to everyone else, one by one, because she doesn't know if they speak Glassy or anything.
Dandy shouldn't. No, he doesn't.
Everyone does not.
You guys live in rain and you don't even know how to speak the language? Get out of my country.
That's the best way to do it.
This is our country here.
Get out of my country.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
I asked Whisper to do it.
It's okay. Glassy is spoken only by those who are worthy of speaking it. Common is tolerated, but
It's the commoner language.
rough and coarse, and my mouth feels a little dirty afterwards.
Well, it can't
I
be
have an
rough and
excuse.
coarse, 'cause the reindeer invented it.
Look, I'm okay with common, but I'm not okay with the.
Horrible.
Bah.
You know, Ba is one of the most ancient languages ever created. Thank you very much.
Ah!
Bah.
Think shit, you don't have to make any dialect for it.
How dare you?
Don't you paw at her presence. She finds it offensive.
Anyway, now everyone knows the thing.
Well, that's going to take a couple of minutes. So while you're doing that, is there anything everybody else wants to?
I am inspecting this fabric.
Yes, and it is a
Glorious fabric.
Please tell me, where did I write that down?
Wait for it.
It is called. You've come across it before. You've actually met someone in the arena who used this before. It's called a cloak of the frozen night.
Oh.
Never heard of this one.
Mechanically,
Reddit.
mechanically is a cloak of elven kind.
Oh,
And let me guess, reindeer.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So that's basically you found a cloak of elven kind, but because elves aren't a thing, it's called cloak of.
I see. What do?
it's a sneaky robe.
Yes.
So I should clearly put it on the party rogue, Amber.
That would be a valid use for it.
Okay. Oh, this will
She's
help you
more
sleep
rogue
better,
than me.
Amber. I remember someone did this. I can't remember who it was. Probably Oin Sticker. Seems like something he'd do.
Well,
Anyway, here,
guess what? Races are used as vanilla
Well-
races in certain phrases.
Well, the Cloak of Elvenkind is called such not because only elves can use it, but because it's a reflection of the stealthy nature of elves.
Except for in earlier editions.
Quiet you. This is not those editions. So, essentially what this cloak is the cloak that anybody can wear that makes them more sneaky, more stealthful, and more quiet. Essentially all those repetitive adjectives. So, it has a cool name, but anybody can use it. Well, I don't know if it's a cool name, but...
What was the name again?
Cloak of Evankind.
No,
Well, that's mechanically it's a
Cloak of
cloak
Frozen
of
Night.
Frozen Night. Okay.
Yes, but it's actually called the Cloak of the Frozen Night.
Yes, you can name your own equipment. Sure.
Yeah, and you can name whatever you want.
I give the cloak of Elvenkind back to Amber. It says, I say this will help you sneak around a bit. Think it'd be good on you. Don't tell Sae that this is what it does, okay? She'll get mad.
Yeah,
Me.
Sai will get mad.
Oh my god, Sarika!
Sarika vanishes from sight, never to be seen again.
There go my golden notes.
Sarika just peaced out. No, I'm done. Peace out.
Yes.
I'm past my regular dear lifespan. I'm gonna die.
Any case.
Yes. What? Okay, what does it do?
I've decided that all parrots are immortal.
Just need to find some silver roads.
That's a racial trait. You'd have to consume one.
Consume what?
You'd have to consume one of your racial traits for that.
Sure. Let's see which one.
No, it's too late. You're already made. That said, I don't have the. If someone wants to look up Cloak of Elvenkind and post it in the chat, that'd be fantastic.
Sure.
I posted it on the Discord already.
Excellent, thank you. All right, then let's let's continue with the narrative.
Okay.
So Danny, you handed Amber the cloak, correct?
I do. I tell her that this was used by a very sneaky buck I know. Is a good cloak. Use it well.
So it's here too.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand there and stare at him for an entire minute.
Make a uncomfortable staring check.
I'm using a feat, I think.
By
Well,
the way,
that's it.
Right, no,
dice
it's not a
is-
feat. It's a
Oh, isn't the one where you talk to them,
class
diplomat?
ability. No, I'm using the class ability called Study Your Enemy.
What to do?
You look at them for 1 minute. You study them for 1 minute to see if these specific stats are better, worse, or equal to you. It's strength, dexterity, constitution, AC, current HP, and total levels and final levels.
I think. Do you have to pick a couple of those?
No.
Well,
I
given that
don't
you have
think
to
so.
spend a full minute doing it, I think it's not meant to be used in combat.
Yeah, no, it'd be like right before combat or something.
This
Like,
is
you know,
during the monologue.
You're both getting ready for the duel, or yeah, while the evil villain's monologue.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, bring up the scanner, like. Well, I can tell you all of that is very inferior.
All of it, including strength?
Power level is 5.
Oh, wait, that's right. He's entropying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure strength is in like the single digits.
So is Squirrelines.
True. Let me put it this way: I'm pretty sure his strength is probably below 5.
Okay. And his constitution probably isn't that good either.
So to explain pizza, typically speaking with magic items, they will, depending on the DM, they'll typically resize themselves automatically to fit the wearer. So even if you found like, say, a magical suit of chainmail on a little halfling, if you, the giant hulking orc, pick it up, it'll just magically become bigger and it'll fit you nicely. And you're like, oh, thanks.
And
Here's the thing
I
with
think
the
that's also
cloak of
if you
Vel-
change size, it'll change size with you as well, right?
Oh.
The Cloak of Elvenkind, though, requires attunement, so once you get it, you're going to need to wait a short rest.
Yeah, you have to spend at least an hour just holding it and basically attuning yourself to it.
And if
Okay.
anything, it'd be too small for you.
So yes, I do have to pick 2 of those. So instead, I just stared at him for 4 minutes.
Okay. That said, the cloak will resize to fit Am quite comfortably. And what it's saying is when you're hiding, if someone wants to see you, what they have to do is they have to make a perception check versus your stealth check. And in order to do so, their perception check to find you has disadvantage, which means good luck. It essentially means that they probably will never find you if you're hiding. And then whenever you make a hide check, you do so with advantage, which means you're probably always going to be stealthy. Which is really quite incredible. A heck of a lot better than that +5 that you used to give back in 3rd edition.
Well, also those numbers are big then.
So, that said, don't listen to Midnight. He's offering a bad deal. Don't do it. He's trying to swindle you. All right, so anything else beyond Amber receiving the cloak? Bygone, is there anything in particular you want to do?
Not really. He's just wondering what the heck we're going to do with him when we're done.
Fair enough.
Well, I was sending that message to everyone about the information I got.
Yeah, this is while you're doing that because that's going to take a few minutes. I'm just curious if there's anything anybody wants to do while you're doing that.
Okay.
And if not,
nothing in particular.
all right. So then, Sarah,
Oh my word.
Saye, you've finished conveying this message to everybody. Now everybody is more or less up to speed.
This actually.
Are there any particular shocked reactions to this 5 amazing facts of the Ring nobility you wouldn't believe? But for real, does anybody have any particular reaction to this information?
I've already forgotten what it was.
Me too.
It was.
Basically,
She is working for Ba. For gear, specifically, or whatever.
she's working for Gear. We were working for Gear. We were sent here by Gear to do things for
And then-
Gear.
She never told us at all that we were working for this person. Or
Basically, it's
investigated it
all
instead of
set up.
us.
Wait, say that again?
It's basically all
So-
set up.
Well, basically, we were sent here to investigate, right?
Yeah.
But then he already essentially has a spy sitting here
The-
who
Well,
could have easily
was.
investigated it the same.
Wait, there's an actual guy there?
Not right now. It was the crazy cat lady chick.
Okay, OC, where are the two things the other two guys have pulled up?
It's currently sitting in your inventories.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
They're both sitting in Corvine's inventory, just right.
I
No,
pulled one
but-
up. I'll put
No,
one
I
in
put
my
one in
inventory.
mine.
Just make a note that you have them
I have.
so we don't forget.
My -1 strength modifier. I carry all the buckets.
Okay, maybe not Corvine's inventory.
It's there's mine.
So, essentially,
Oh.
So
So-
it's like, why do you do that, basically? It's like a weird moment there.
Saye believes that this was all set.
Oh, Oh no, where is she going? Where is he going?
How's he going?
He's getting thrown.
Well, as you stare at him, he sort of like sort of looks a little uncomfortably to the left and to the right, and yeah, sure enough, he's pretty pathetic. Doesn't really have much to him. He's probably the only contribution to like combat would probably be some sort of tripping device.
Rough terrain.
Pretty much. Just, like,
I don't know.
throwing
He could
down.
also be a projectile, like so.
It is true. Although
Basketball
you get more mileage out of using something for the enemy to trip over.
I don't know. You get more mileage if Dandy did that.
He
Yeah,
can
have
just throw
Dan-
his cult inventory.
Yes.
Yeah, Danny will just tie him to the end of his whip, and then he'll be the Morningstar.
Make an oversized flame.
Cultist with chain.
So once you finish sending that information, is there anything in particular you wish to say or do?
No.
Say?
She was waiting for other responses first.
I say acknowledged.
Yeah, it appears your party doesn't have much reaction to this.
Bagwang is quietly musing the implications.
So is Sihon.
Doesn't appear everyone gets it.
One more time? Sorry, that was a little quiet.
It doesn't appear everyone gets this. This was all a setup.
But why?
No, I got that part.
She just stares at Bagwang.
What?
Yeah, anyways.
We were clearly not sent here to actually get information.
I am unaware how long it's been happening for me. I wasn't hired by Gear. Ontario hired me. I don't know if Gear told Ontario to hire me. I don't know your situation.
I was hired, or the rest of us were hired by Duke Winterfrost. So now we're kind of here on principle at this point, I suppose.
But you were still asked to come here.
Like, yeah.
So this would be the first for you.
Indeed.
No. Second.
You know, I just remembered something.
Would you remember?
There's a monster in the hallway. It's still there. We should probably get someone to look at that.
Oh no, I put it in the notes.
No,
No,
we have
he
10
says that-
minutes till it dies.
That was it. That was in
Oh, no,
character.
it's
Danny
not
said.
Zag.
That was in character.
Hi.
I'll head on to House Ba and tell them what's happened. Is that okay for you all?
No, not
No.
alone. At this point, my trust in them they just lost it.
I guess that's fair enough. Yeah, that's.
They will need to either give a very, very good explanation, or their contract with me is over.
We were already planning to go to visit with House Snowdawn. I propose we report to them what we have found rather than Gear. Using our judgment to decide how much we report to them, of course.
Corbin nods. That sounds like a good plan. Should we bring?
Mm,
Espen?
There are 7 of these left, apparently.
We
wait,
We
no,
found
6. We
one
got
previously.
one of them, right?
No, so there were 7. In
She doesn't know that.
yes.
Well, I
Well,
just
we're telling
now
her
she
now.
does.
Oh. I didn't know if you're doing that out of character or not.
Yeah.
They. You took care of them? And already?
What? That's what
To clarify,
my house spa.
the cultist said that there were 7 additional shrines or altars, I should say. Sorry.
Yes, and we
Okay.
already have one of them.
So yes, on the island we visited, I believe you were on the ship. We found one there and cleaned it out.
That was one of them.
Same circle and everything. I mean, from what I remember, I'm not sure if it was the same symbols. I wasn't really paying attention.
I knew I should have left that ship.
That's where we found the book.
And where other things happened.
Yes, then many things happened. It was an eventful trip.
We'll bring the book, go to Snowdown, and talk there. Not the bar.
All right.
So, take you guys are heading off to House Snowdon then?
Yep.
Yes, one last thing. She's going to turn to the sapwood and say, "Should I hear any word of any activity from this area of rain, I will immediately put it on your head, and you will die the next night."
Well, that's not fair.
Bagwang adds, I would also recommend not saying that you've eaten other ungulates
I
while
mean,
we were at House Snowdawn.
And that does count.
well, what do you expect me to do? I can't move. I was never in control here.
There is
Father was.
another ungulate that lives here. You
There
two will
is?
meet eventually.
I thought you said that was my house.
Yes, it is House Backwood's house.
Does someone already live there?
She's just turning around and trotting away now. She's completely ignoring the question.
So, Dandy,
Yes.
should we bring him?
Just bring the book, that's all we need.
Bring Espen.
Yes.
I suppose we don't have any other options.
Uh,
Well, where else will we bring him?
I don't know.
I think Sae just wanted to leave him here.
there's already a resident here.
Well, can she be trusted?
Yeah, you were questioning her motives already.
They survived for 12 years, very questionably, underground. And I get this feeling by the time we get to House Bar, we will either not, we will, if she's not here, we will run into her there. If we run into her there, we can take care of it there.
I'll just bring him to the carriage.
That is your call.
All right, I take it. Everybody heads over to the carriage and all that put then.
I forgot about the carriage. That seems a reasonable plan for the time being.
All right.
All right.
Just for term reference, the sun will be setting soon. Is there anything you guys want to do in reaction to that, or just press on?
Other than yawn,
Yeah, Bai Guang was getting a little worn out.
It'll probably take It'll be nighttime definitely by the time you reach Sap.
Sapwood, yeah.
he does say
You
after
mean-
this.
Snowdon?
Thank you. Yes, snowed on.
After this, I probably should be getting home. You know. I
All right.
first check out. Wait, I check on the cultists, the ones in my inventory.
You have one in inventory. I have the other.
Okay, I check the one in my inventory.
It appears they're still alive.
Yes. Are they unconscious, scared?
Yes, they're they shall remain unconscious until the DMs.
Okay, until the DM feels like it.
I mean, it's kind of technically how it works, anyways. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Then in that case, is there any last minute things?
Nothing for Bai Guang.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and call it session there.